So here we are in the third grade curriculum. We are 90% of the way done with third grade, and we are going to head down to where we left off. Now, we are going to have to do some of these again before we're 100% done. Actually, it's just that one. Oh, and one on time as well. Okay, all good. For now, let's go ahead. We've got measurement to do. We've got represent and interpret data to do. Then we've got the course challenge, and then we'll go back and clean up any percentages that we lost because I got problems wrong at bad times. Measurement. Now, again, I think we are being a little bit more conservative and not expecting huge calculations right now. We are mostly trying to get across to third graders the idea of what is volume. Half the volume-ish of this cup, which you still can't see, is full of my horrible vitamin C water. Knowing the difference between volume and area, which is like around the outside, it's a big deal, and it's tough to explain. It's tough to visualize. Okay, estimate mass, grams and kilograms. So yes, metric, sorry, fellow Americans, you're gonna have to deal with it. We live in international times. They have to deal with our units. Right? The EU has to deal with imperial units as well because they trade with us. So we have to deal with metric units. That's the way it goes. So what is a gram? What is a kilogram? When I was a kid, a gram was told to me to be about the size or the mass of a small paperclip. I later found out a conversion for reasons that have nothing at all to do with drugs that 28 grams make an ounce. And that was my first sort of how do I convert between the two. Once again, for reasons that had nothing to do with drugs, I promise. But a gram is about a paperclip. And a kilogram is a little bit more than 2 pounds. 2.2 pounds, 2.25 if you want to round it off, if you want to like estimate a little bit. So when I say like 10 kilograms, that makes me think, oh, that's 20 pounds and then some more. Although in this case, it would be 22. So an acorn is definitely more like 5 grams than 5 kilograms. Because 5 kilograms is going to be 10 pounds, 11 pounds, something like that. Ooh. Let's unplug those speakers. They're not useful. Next question. If we are measuring the mass of a candy bar. Now, friends, let's take a look at this question. And shall we agree that there is the correct answer and then there's the right answer? Can we look at this and agree that yes, when it comes to the actual candy bars you generally see at candy stores, much more reasonable to measure the mass in grams. But I'm just saying, I've had a 1 pound Snickers bar and it was amazing. So measuring candy bars in kilograms has my stamp of approval. Moving on. Which is closest to the mass of an adult cow? 7 kilograms or 700 kilograms? Now, as a kid, I might have a hard time with this, especially if I didn't grow up in Sonoma County where I grow up. Because who the hell knows how big a cow is? But I can say in this particular case, 700 kilograms is what we're talking about, which is about the weight of a small car, a very small car, I think. 7 kilograms would be about 14 pounds. I think a very small baby calf would be like 14 or 15 pounds. But again, I keep going back and forth between pounds and kilograms, and I'm going to do that in the other direction too, because it's important to be able to understand both, regardless of your geographic location. If you plan on having anything to do with international anything, if you even plan on having friends in other continents, probably a good idea to know the lingo. Identify the most reasonable unit for a kitchen table. For a kitchen table, I think kilograms would be better because, again, as a horrible American, not actually horrible, but as an American, I think of pounds. So if I think of a table as being like 50 pounds, oh, that's probably about 22, 23 kilograms. And that is estimating mass with grams and kilograms.